Alright, so today I'm sharing my personal list of 15 games coming in 2025 that I am definitely going to play. Let's dive right in. First up, we've got Sniper Elite Resistance. If you're a fan of tactical shooters and stealth gameplay, this one is going to be right up your alley. Set during World War II, you'll be leading a resistance against the Nazis, and of course, there will be those iconic sniper shots that will make you feel like a true marksman. What I'm expecting from Sniper Elite, Resistance is an even more refined sniping experience with new mechanics and more freedom to approach missions. Honestly, I'm hoping the game keeps that authentic World War II atmosphere, and if they nail the open world elements, this could be the best entry in the series yet. Next is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The first game was an incredible deep dive into medieval realism, and I'm really looking forward to this sequel. The story, the world building, and that immersive combat system were all standout features, and I can't wait to see how they expand on that in 2025. I'm expecting Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 to improve on the original's combat system while delivering even more detailed landscapes and more dynamic quest lines. I think this game has the potential to build upon its cult following and truly elevate itself as one of the best historical RPGs out there.
Congratulations, Sir Knight! You finally become a man.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
You still have a long way to go till your work is done.
Then there's Assassin's Creed Shadows. While we don't know much about the specifics yet, the title alone gets me excited. If it stays true to the formula we love, we're in for a ride filled with parkour, stealth, and some serious historical intrigue. I'm expecting Assassin's Creed Shadows to dive deep into a darker, more mysterious period in history, possibly blending stealth with even more engaging narrative choices. Honestly, I think this could breathe fresh life into the series, especially if they bring back the grit and realism that made Assassin's Creed 2 so special.
Nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power. Vengeance.
And you? Will you continue down that river? Or choose another path, beyond what we see?
And we must look for it, together. We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
of! We are the shadows.
That served the light.
Avowed is a game I've been waiting for since Obsidian teased it. With its deep RPG elements and set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, it promises rich storytelling and vast exploration. If you love the Outer Worlds or Pillars of Eternity, this is one to keep your eye on in 2025. My expectations for Avowed are high. I'm hoping for intricate world building, complex moral choices, and tactical combat. I think Obsidian's knack for storytelling combined with an expansive world will make Avowed one of the standout RPGs of the year.
To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls. You want us to trust you. But the truth is, you scare us. The way you fight. The power you wield. The secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us. So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Now, I'm all about Monster Hunter, and Wilds looks like it's going to take the series to new heights. With new environments, larger-than-life creatures to hunt, and an even deeper combat system, I can already feel the adrenaline rush. Plus, co-op hunting with friends? Count me in. What I'm expecting from Monster Hunter Wilds is a new level of strategy and team-based tactics with more dynamic hunting environments. Personally, I think this game could redefine what we expect from Monster Hunter, especially if they keep that perfect balance between challenge and reward that the series is known for.
We beckon the fire spring with our own hands!
No! We never wanted this to happen!
No stopping it now. Not once it starts flowing.
Why? This wasn't supposed to happen.
Next up, we've got Judas, releasing in March 2025, and let me tell you, this game has me intrigued. Created by Ken Levine, the mastermind behind BioShock, Judas promises a story-driven experience in a mysterious and dystopian world. If you've ever played BioShock, you know what to expect. Exceptional narrative depth, complex characters, and a world that pulls you in. What I'm expecting from Judas is a dark, immersive atmosphere and a deep dive into philosophical themes, much like BioShock. Personally, I think it's going to be a game that challenges both your mind and your morality, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds. With Levine's track record, I think this could become an instant classic.
People say I have this coming. And you know what? They're right.
Next, we have the first Berserker, Khazan, a brutal action RPG set in an ancient savage world. If you're a fan of epic combat and mythological settings, this is one to keep an eye on. The game follows Khazan, a legendary warrior on a quest filled with bloodshed and survival. What I expect from the first Berserker is visceral, fast-paced combat that makes you feel every swing of the sword, along with a deep lore that builds on the mythology of its world. Personally, I think this game will capture the essence of what it means to be a warrior in a brutal world, and I'm eager to see how it compares to other action-heavy RPGs. If they nail the balance between story and action, this could be a standout title. Now we have Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and this game looks like it's going to be one of the most atmospheric releases of 2025. A survival exploration game set in a mysterious world, you'll find yourself navigating through hostile environments while uncovering ancient secrets. I'm expecting an experience that is not only visually stunning, but also deeply immersive, with an emotional story that makes every step of the journey feel meaningful. Personally, I think Clair Obscur has the potential to be a standout in the survival genre, especially if the atmosphere and world building are as rich as they appear in the trailers. It could be one of those games that makes you feel completely isolated in the best possible way.
With one hopeless mission: destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are experts.
Mafia, The Old Country, is coming in 2025, and I'm so excited to return to the underworld of organized crime. The Mafia series has always been great at blending action with storytelling, and this next installment looks like it's going to take us even deeper into the history of the Mafia, with new characters and a fresh setting. I expect Mafia, The Old Country, to deliver that same mix of intense combat, strategic gameplay, and a gripping narrative, but hopefully with more refined mechanics and an even more immersive open world. I think this game has a lot of potential to elevate the franchise, especially if it brings back some of the cinematic storytelling that made the original Mafia games so memorable. I can't wait to see how the story unfolds and what new twists it'll have for players. Moving on to Spine, which is shaping up to be a fascinating addition to the futuristic action genre. Set in a dystopian cyberpunk world, Spine will have you navigating through intense combat scenarios while uncovering dark conspiracies. With a focus on fast-paced, fluid movement and combat, I'm expecting a game that's all about precision and quick reflexes. Especially with the futuristic technology and gadgets at your disposal, I think Spine could be a game that pushes the boundaries of what we expect from cyberpunk action, blending tight gameplay mechanics with a gripping narrative. If the world building is as immersive as the gameplay promises, this could be one of the most engaging action games of 2025.
I never asked for this.
Next up, we have Dying Light, The Beast. As a huge fan of the Dying Light series, I can't wait to dive back into the world of zombies and parkour in 2025. This new installment promises an even bigger, more dangerous world to explore, filled with terrifying new creatures and larger-than-life environments. I expect The Beast to take the high-flying, free-running mechanics that we loved in the previous games and ramp them up with even more freedom and complexity. I think this game is going to push the boundaries of what we've seen in the Dying Light series, and I'm hoping for a deeper narrative that keeps me hooked as I fight my way through an ever-changing world. If they continue the tradition of creative environmental design and intense combat, this could be the best entry in the series yet.
Contact!
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Moving on to Crimson Desert, a game that has been on my radar for quite some time. Set in a war-torn world, this open-world action RPG looks like it'll deliver an epic tale of survival, betrayal, and fierce battles. I expect Crimson Desert to offer a vast, beautiful world to explore, with deep character customization and intense, action-packed combat. The visuals and cinematic storytelling have already impressed me, and I'm hoping the game will offer a meaningful, emotionally charged narrative alongside its ambitious open-world gameplay. Personally, I think this could be one of those titles that stands out in the crowded RPG space if the story and world building live up to its potential. I'm eager to see how it stacks up against other games in the genre, especially in terms of both scale and emotional depth.
I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the disrupted providence.
For those who have died, for those who have survived, and for those who will live on. This is our mission.
Now, I know I'm not the only one excited for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. This remake of the beloved Snake Eater is one of the most anticipated games of 2025, and for good reason. As a fan of the Metal Gear Solid series, I expect this remake to stay true to the original while modernizing the gameplay and visuals. With the power of next-gen hardware, Snake Eater could be absolutely breathtaking, both in terms of graphical fidelity and the depth of its storytelling. I think this game will not only bring back nostalgic memories for longtime fans, but also introduce the genius of Kojima's world to a whole new generation. If they nail the stealth mechanics and emotional weight of the story, Snake Eater could become an iconic game once again.
That's what they were making you build? Yes, the Shagohod. A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin. A world war.
An ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by Gru? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
Next, we have Death Stranding 2, the sequel to one of the most unique and divisive games in recent memory. With the first Death Stranding, Kojima created something that was more than just a game. It was an experience, and I'm expecting the same from the sequel. This time, the world seems even more expansive, and the themes of connection and isolation appear to be even deeper. I expect Death Stranding 2 to continue exploring those complex themes with even more surreal and thought-provoking moments that leave you thinking long after you've put the controller down. Personally, I think it's going to be one of those games that either resonates deeply with you or leaves you scratching your head, but either way, it's going to be one of the most memorable releases of 2025. I can't wait to see how the story develops and what new gameplay mechanics Kojima will introduce.
I'll see your smile in a dream. Baby, don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you. And
Finally, let's talk about Little Nightmares 3, which is sure to be a creepy, unsettling experience. The first two games in the series were phenomenal at building tension and creating a sense of dread, and Little Nightmares 3 promises to continue that tradition with new characters and terrifying environments. I expect the game to maintain its signature eerie atmosphere, where every corner hides something that could either be a friend or a foe. The puzzle platformer mechanics are likely to remain, but I'm hoping the game expands on them with new ways to interact with the environment and escape from the creepy creatures lurking in the shadows. I think Little Nightmares 3 will be one of those games that keeps me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and I'm excited to see how they evolve the story and the gameplay. If the series continues to deliver that perfect mix of horror and wonder, It could be a standout in 2025. So there you have it. 15 games coming in 2025 that I'll definitely be playing. Whether it's intense action, immersive storytelling, or heart-pounding suspense, there's something on this list for every type of gamer. Let me know which games you're most excited about, or if there's something else you think should have made the list. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest gaming news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.